Buenos días, ¿cómo están ustedes? Espero que estén muy, pero muy bien. Good morning. I hope that you're all doing well, but very, very well. As always, we have a special program for you today. Today, we have a culture program, and we're going to focus on a particular country, which is Panama. But before we focus on Panama, we are going to review a little bit of the vocabulary and the other Spanish phrases you have learned. So let's review greetings. And remember, I'm going to point to the one that I want you to respond. You're going to say, ¿Cómo están ustedes? Muy bien. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Muy bien. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Bien. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Bien. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Let's do this one here. Do you remember? Ajá. Así, así. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Así, así. Okay. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Así, así. All right. Now, how about if I ask you this one? How are you going to respond? ¿Cómo están ustedes? Muy mal. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Mal. And you have to put on a really sad face. Mal. And what about this one? This is really when you say really, really, you really have to have a really sad face for this one. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Muy mal. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Muy mal. Let's review that one more time. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Muy mal, muy mal. All right, muy mal. Now let's review once again all of them. And I'm going to pause and I want you to answer in your classroom loud and clear so I can hear you, okay? I'll point, you give me the answer. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Muy bien. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Ajá, bien. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Bien. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Mal. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Mal. How about this one over here? ¿Cómo están ustedes? Oh, I want to hear that louder. Let's hear it. Así, así. And how about this one? Remember what you have to do with this one. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Muy mal. But we don't want to end in a sad tone. So let's go back to our real big one, happy one. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Muy bien. Let's go to the calendar, to el calendario. Estamos en marzo. Whenever I ask you, ¿en qué mes estamos? And if we're in March, you're going to say, estamos en marzo. ¿En qué mes estamos? Estamos en marzo. Okay. ¿Qué día es hoy? What day is it today? Okay, so if today were, let's pretend today is martes, Tuesday. You're going to say, hoy es martes. If today is miércoles or Wednesday, how are you going to respond? ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es miércoles. Okay, what if today is jueves, Thursday? ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es jueves. What if today were to be viernes, Friday? ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es viernes. Hoy es viernes. What if today is Saturday? How are you going to respond? ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es sábado. Hoy es sábado. What if today were Sunday? ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es domingo. Hoy es domingo. What if today were to be Monday? ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es lunes. Remember that in the Spanish-speaking calendar around many, many countries, and also other countries that are not Spanish-speaking, the calendar may be different from ours in the United States. It will start with Monday as the first day of the week and end in Sunday. So let's review the days of the week. Repeat them after me once. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado y domingo. Let's review the animals and the numbers because last week we did a lot with animals and numbers. So I want you to answer me. ¿Cuántos? How many? ¿Cuántos leones hay? Oh, 1, 2. Hay 2 leones. ¿Cuántas cebras hay? ¿Cuántas cebras hay? Vamos a contar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hay 5 cebras. ¿Cuántas cebras hay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ¿Cuántos gatos hay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hay 4 gatos. ¿Cuántos elefantes hay? ¿Cuántos elefantes hay? 1, 2, 3. Ah, es la familia elefante. Tenemos mamá elefante, papá elefante, hijo elefante. Today, we are going to talk to some guests that are from Panama. Where is Panama? ¿Dónde está Panama? Let's go to the map and see. As you can see here, this green isthmus here is Panama. Panama. And all my guests are from Panama or descendants from Panamanians. And as you can see, Panama is part of Central America, and it's really between Central America and South America. Now what I would like to do is to go find my guests. ¿Dónde están mis invitados? No sé dónde están. ¿Dónde están mis invitados? Oh, aquí están mis invitados. Hola.
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 Hola, ¿cómo están?
Bien.
Bien, ¿y tú?
Bien.
Bien, ¿y tú? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Muy bien.
Muy bien. Let me
Gracias.
introduce to you la familia Dormoy. En francés, maybe they pronounce it in French, Dormoy. Okay, so this is la familia Dormoy. ¿Usted es?
Yo soy panameña, la mamá de Brianna, Adrián y la esposa de Teddy.
Ah, entonces usted es la mamá.
Exacto.
¿Y tú quién eres? ¿Quién eres? Who are you?
Soy Brianna.
Ajá. Y tú eres la hija. Brianna es la hija de la señora Grinilda.
Grimilda.
Ok. ¿Y usted quién es?
Yo soy Adrián Panama, el hijo de Teddy Panama.
Ah, y Adrián es el hijo. Muy bien. As we're reviewing the family, now we're reviewing it with a live family, la familia Dormoy. ¿Y usted quién es?
Mi nombre es Teddy Dormoy, Panama. And I'm the father
¿Español?
here, Adrian's father, Brianna.
Ah, usted es
Father.
el papá.
Sí, papá.
Ok, entonces tenemos la mamá, la hija, el hijo y el papá. También tenemos la hermana de Adrián y el hermano de Brianna. Welcome to our program. Thank you for being here. And we're going to go in English now so that our students understand what we're talking. I just wanted them to practice a little bit of the Spanish that we have taught. Okay, I have a few questions for you. Grinilda, how many children are in your family? ¿Cuántos?
5.
5. And Señor Ted Dormoy, okay, your father was a pioneer in promoting Latino music in Philadelphia. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Came from Panama, Republic of Panama, Central America, back in the 50s. And he was a pretty much involved musician in Panama, playing various instruments. Then he migrated here to Philadelphia. And back in the 60s, he was the pioneer of Latin music here in Philadelphia. He was actually the first band person to create Latin orchestras. Because prior to that, it was trios, 3 people playing small clubs and whatnot. But he created monster orchestras the size of 12, 13, 14-piece bands.
Wow.
Very,
And
very.
for how long did he do this?
Oh, well, he's done it for 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. He was pretty active with the Latin music here in the Philadelphia community, and it was very successful. I happened to join in the band, playing professionally at the age of 13.
So you're a musician also.
Yes, I am.
Okay. And Señora Grinilda, are you a musician or a lover of the music?
No, I'm not a musician. I like the music because I'm from Panama, so they like the salsa, merengue.
What kind of work do you do?
Well, I was in the school for medical assistant, so I finished my school, my externship. So after that, I'm looking for a job
Okay.
as a medic.
Mr. Dormoy, have you always worked as a
I
musician?
have a nationwide company that provides security systems, electronics, consultation to corporate giant companies. That's basically what I do, consulting and service and fire systems, camera systems, burglar.
And Brianna, I just want to welcome you to our program, and you're my special guest. Did you know that? Actually, I invited your whole family because I wanted to hear you play because you're such a talented musician, I hear. And I think at the end of the program, you're going to show us how well you play, yes? Okay. Now tell me, how long have you been playing music?
For about 3 years.
For about 3 years. And Brianna, what musical instrument do you play?
I play the violin.
Is that the only musical instrument that you play? What else?
I play the drums and the timbales.
Okay. Drums and timbales and the violin. Quite a combination. Can't play all of them at the same time though, right? Okay. El hijo, el hermano, do you also play musical instruments?
Yeah, I play the drums. I've been playing that for about a couple years already. Obviously, it's in our blood, so we've been.
It's part of your heritage, huh?
Yeah, I had a gift, so try to take advantage of that now. And yeah, I play timbales and drums.
And are you still in high school?
No, I'm out of high school.
Oh, you're out of high school. Still looking young. How long have you been out of high school?
About 2-3 years, yeah.
Oh, okay. And Brianna, you're obviously still in school. What school do you go to?
St. Cecilia.
St. Cecilia. What grade are you in?
6.
And what's your favorite subject? What do you enjoy the most learning about?
I like learning about computer.
Okay. How much do you practice the violin?
30 minutes each.
For each of the instruments?
Yeah, each for the
Do you ever get tired of it?
sometimes.
We are going to see you perform in a little while. And which instrument are you going to play?
The violin.
I want to get back to you, Señor Don Juan, Ted. I want to learn a little bit more about your father. He was already playing music in Panama?
Yes, he was playing in Panama. He's a percussionist. Timbales, bongos, congos, just all Latin percussion instruments. Then he came to the States and got involved with the full set of drums, what they call the trap drums. And he moved on into forming a band and became a real big orchestra, kind of like the Ricky Ricardo days, you know.
Okay.
He set a trend here that other Latinos here started big bands as well. So he was the pioneer here with the Latin orchestras. Yes.
And that's how you got yourself involved?
Yes, he started me playing drums at the age out of, I believe, 6, 7 years old.
Really?
And I progressed so rapidly, reading music, that he turned me into the Latin percussion. And before you know it, I was playing rock and roll with high school bands at the age of 12. I remember being very paranoid doing that. And then jumping into the Latin music, I was playing the club scene at 13 years old.
Wow.
Yes.
And being a musician itself is a hard job because sometimes you have to travel back and forth to different locations.
Right.
How do you juggle having two different careers?
Well, I guess the thing that helps me, it allows me to stay involved in music is and move about the way I do, is that I have my own company. I work for myself. If I worked for somebody else, I don't think I'd have the flexibility like I do now.
And do you only play the drums, or are there other instruments that you also play?
I do like jazz quite a bit. My instrument, I prefer the full set of drums. But I'm quite well known here in Philadelphia and in other areas for timbales, where I had to, I kind of made my mark when I was 13 playing with Tito Puente. I played with him throughout his whole career to the day he passed
And you
away.
have also played with other renowned Latino musicians. Can you mention a few of those?
La Sonora Ponceña from Puerto Rico, Eddie Palmieri, Latin jazz, salsa, Dizzy Gillespie, Hilton Ruiz, Latin jazz keyboardist, Elio Villafranca, Cuban Latin jazz artist. It was just a bunch of them. Tony Vega, singer. Tony Vega. Orquesta La Luz, there was a Japanese band.
Yeah, I remember that. Now you're also promoting your daughter's career at this young age.
Yes.
And you're composing and arranging music for her.
Music for her.
And Brianna, would you like to demonstrate for us a piece of the violin playing that you do? Okay.